security, and privacy in cryptocurrency. Financial institutions may face additional difficulties and legal risks as the cryptocurrency environment steadily evolve in response to an increased regulatory scrutiny and new laws governing virtual currencies and other digital assets. Right now, it's unclear how businesses should handle the quickly increasing development of cryptocurrencies and the privacy threats they can present. The crypto ecosystem, regulatory concerns, and trends in compliance risk were all introduced in Part 1. In this video, we analyze regulatory pressures in greater detail and talk about how it affects compliance with privacy laws. Security and privacy. Companies are starting to recognize the value and necessity of data protection as a result of current trends in data privacy and the introduction of international and national privacy regulations, such as the Global Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, and the California Consumer Privacy Act, CCPA. A common misconception about cryptocurrencies is that they are anonymous or cannot be used to identify a specific person. However, given that wallet ID are present on the blockchain and can be linked to a specific person, they can be regarded as personally identifiable information (PI) when combined with a few other pieces of information. Consequently, the following are some of an ecosystem's current and future privacy concerns. 1. Control of centralized organizations. 2. A comparison of the accessible supplementary data with privacy legislation. 3. The capability to monitor a wallet's spending patterns, i.e., the owner of the wallet. 4. The requirement for actual money or additional tokens to guarantee customer privacy. An interested party would be able to identify the user of each wallet by normalizing the digital currency data, such as transactions, wallet numbers, etc., that are frequently represented as part of an individual's bank account, 401k, or even investment portfolio, and incorporating it into a publicly accessible ledger. This could make for an incredibly valuable resource but also raises privacy issues. The control of a centralized body might make these worries worse. For instance, the United States dollar, including the digital equivalent, is a centralized asset under Federal Reserve control. All transactions made by every American could be made public if the government adopted and only utilized a centralized cryptocurrency based on blockchain technology. This would probably necessitate the enactment of client data-focused consumer protection legislation to preserve anonymity. There is a low likelihood that all transactions would be transferred to a public ledger maintained by a single centralized company based on privacy market trends. In addition, the bulk of cryptocurrencies, except privacy coins, are not regarded as GDPR compliant because they maintain wallet ID on the blockchain. Despite being GDPR compliant, privacy coins include very little information on the blockchain, making it very difficult and currently impractical to monitor them. A portion of user identification data is obscured to the point of complete anonymity by the privacy coin class of cryptocurrencies. To conceal user information, privacy coins may employ one or more techniques, such as stealth or ring addresses. It is unclear who participated in the transaction because ring addresses link different wallets to the sending and receiving of a transaction. For each transaction, stealth addresses generate a unique address that is not publicly associated with a particular wallet. Due to their inherent utility for criminal operations, governments frequently tightly restrict, if not an outright ban, these coins due to their greater anonymity. Since privacy coins have an inherent tension when it comes to balancing interests from a perspective of privacy versus a perspective of financial crimes, even while they comply with GDPR, they cannot be the only solution. Is greater privacy preferable? More consumer privacy laws are being developed as a result of increased regulatory scrutiny and technological advancement, but the debate of whether more privacy is better still lingers. We can inquire about the privacy of each blockchain about cryptocurrencies by posing the following questions. Given the multi-party ecosystem, who is in charge of ensuring consumer privacy? How do customers exercise their rights, such as the right to access, erasure, and rectification of their data? What data may be made anonymous? How much privacy will be required in the future? Each of us has a responsibility to make sure sufficient consumer privacy is preserved in each blockchain setting in which we engage. There is no definitive solution to the amount of privacy when using a multivariable equation. Instead, other cryptos with different levels of privacy, usability, centralization, and usefulness may exist in the future. It is our duty as participants, users, or stakeholders to educate ourselves on the advantages and disadvantages of each blockchain ecosystem. How can one be certain that their rights under the GDPR or other legislation would be upheld in the face of a variety of cryptocurrencies, each with its characteristics? There is currently no widely used cryptocurrency that complies with all privacy laws. Because the standards were created for antiquated technology, it is difficult to apply GDPR and other privacy regulations to blockchain or Web 3.0. The immutability of blockchain technology is directly at odds with GDPR provisions that point out the right to data deletion, which result in violations if any portion of the blockchain holds PII. Furthermore, since a CEO or compliance officer may not exist for cryptos, the duty cannot necessarily fall to them. Given these differences, privacy must be included during the design process because making changes after the fact is not practical. Many businesses stay in line with the increasingly stringent privacy requirements by limiting the identification of personal data using techniques like pseudonymization and anonymity. With cryptocurrency transactions, your anonymity is maintained unless someone knows your wallet number, even though your wallet number and some transaction information are publicly visible on the blockchain. For instance, if you pay someone you know personally, they will be able to connect your wallet ID with your identity, eliminating your anonymity. Additionally, using your wallet number to identify all transactions you have made with that wallet and your balance, that person can search the public blockchain for all of your transactions. Future adoption of cryptocurrencies is anticipated with a variety of currencies and levels of privacy available. For each use case, there will probably be a separate currency. In addition to multiple decentralized and centralized decentralized finance (DeFi) possibilities, there would be a central bank digital currency (CBDC). Users who want to preserve a competitive edge and lay a strong foundation for the future of our planet must conduct a study and collaborate with trusted experts to navigate this complicated ecosystem, particularly during its turbulent infancy. To better comprehend this new, complicated environment and prepare for changes to it, Accenture has spent years defining best practices like using key ecosystem partners, understanding crypto transaction data and its significance to data privacy laws, delivering appropriate privacy solutions, security by design. Every transaction's blockchain in cryptocurrencies contains a wealth of information. Giving one entity the capacity to store and normalize so much data is advantageous, but it may also be quite risky in the wrong hands. Accenture recognizes these connections and offers privacy needs solutions based on changing laws, consumer demands, and blockchain security in collaboration with hundreds of partners within this ecosystem. To identify sensitive data, evaluate controls, and assist reporting and analytics, we deploy an industrialized approach. Next, we establish and put into practice a playbook for engineering privacy protections during the creation and delivery of services and products. Blockchain technology is typically used to create cryptocurrencies. Blockchain explains how transactions are time-stamped and recorded into blocks. A digital record of Bitcoin transactions is created as a result, which is difficult for hackers to alter despite being a pretty complicated technical procedure. Transactions also demand a two-factor authentication procedure. To begin a transaction, for instance, you could be required to enter a username and password. The next step may involve entering an authentication code that was provided to your cell phone via SMS. Even when there are security measures in place, cryptocurrencies can still be compromised. Cryptocurrency startups have been severely hit by several costly cyber attacks. The two largest cryptocurrency hacks of 2018 involved CoinCheck, which was targeted at $534 million, and BitGrail, which was targeted at $195 million. The value of virtual currencies is determined by supply and demand, unlike money guaranteed by the government. This can lead to erratic swings that either result in large gains for investors or losses for them. Additionally, compared to conventional financial instruments like stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, investments in cryptocurrencies are protected by governmental oversight significantly less frequently. You must store cryptocurrency if you purchase it. You can save it in a digital wallet or on an exchange. Wallets come in many varieties and each has advantages, technical needs, and security standards that must be met. You should research your storage options before investing, just like with exchanges. We appreciate your viewing and we hope you enjoyed the video. How was the video? Did you enjoy it? Post your feedback in our comment section below and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates.